We have some misunderstanding among the board members. Let's get it clear what we voted on previously. Okay? Missy, can you reconstruct that motion? The one that passed, not the one that didn't get a second.
Well, what I had down was there was two motions at the same time, and so sorry. The first motion was Buddy item 14 to be adjusted to a nighttime public meeting. I didn't hear any second. The second motion was Buddy motion to continue oral communications, which was seconded by Brian. There was a vote, all ayes, no nays, motion carried. That's what I heard.
What you heard.
Yep.
Okay, we want to review the tape. We said we continue the discussion on a second evening meeting so more of the community can get involved, and then we'd have a vote then.
That's fine, but nobody heard that seconded.
I
I'm not the
ruled
only
that we
one.
would take that up when we got to item 14. And that's why we didn't vote on it back then.
Okay,
We voted
I'll
on the
make a new
motion to
I'll
extend.
make a new motion. We can strike the last one.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor that we,
Now we continue the meeting, so we'll have an evening meeting, so the community that isn't here present can come back and discuss it with us before we make a solid decision on item 14 on the agenda.
I will second that motion.
okay. We'll ignore the motion that's on the floor in order to take up your motion. Unless that is challenged, but I'll rule that we can take up your motion. Motion was made and seconded to continue the discussion of item 14 until we have an evening meeting.
Greater public input.
Okay, so everyone that has spoken today, they can speak again at this next meeting.
Absolutely.
Right. But hopefully we'll get new voices from the public that can't be here because they're working.
Everybody else
Okay.
working except for us right now. So you probably passed it in high school full of people if you have it in meetings.
You want to come over and sit down? If you're wanting to run the meeting?
I'd be more glad to sit in your spot.
I don't think so. Okay.
You had every right to sign up 2 years ago.
I sure will.
Yeah, you didn't. I ran unopposed. Thank you.
Okay. Let's
We have a motion on
have a motion on the floor to hold an evening meeting at some time in the future,
within 2 weeks.
yet to be determined. We don't know when that'll be, tomorrow, next year, 6 months from now,
He just said within 2 meetings. 2 weeks.
within 2 weeks. Okay. Is that part of the motion?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that motion just to have a town meeting and have everybody speak up at it? Is
Yeah.
that what that's
Well,
what-
And then-
before
and
we
then
can
we-
do
and then
any
we-
kind of vote or
And then we take our action on 14 at that point.
All right.
Sole purpose of that meeting, special meeting.
All right. Is there any further discussion on the motion to adjourn this meeting to another date within 2 weeks? All those in favor of that motion say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. No. The motion fails. Do you have another motion?
don't want to listen to the community.
I make a motion that we vote right now.
To go into negotiation.
Okay. That motion's back on the floor. You made the motion again.
I second it.
And Kirsten seconded that we enter negotiations with the county. Any further discussion?
Can't believe you guys did
Unless
that.
we want more meetings. How many more meetings do we want?
Well, considering this was voted on 3 times that we wouldn't go with the county,
guys aren't
and
even
it got put
listening
on
to what the
again,
community's saying,
Yep.
guys.
3 times the votes voted no. And now you bring it up again, now you don't want to have another meeting to get more input from the community.
I'd just like to know how many more meetings we're going to have.
One more. We just voted on having one more.
If we had,
It's only new speakers. I will
Yeah.
agree with it if it's only new speakers that didn't speak.
I don't think we can limit it to new speakers. Anybody who comes to a meeting has a right to speak. And
Freedom of speech.
First
we'll
we made a motion.
get the same people speaking, in all likelihood. The motion before us is that we enter negotiations with the county. No, we don't.
Not dissolve.
No, we don't. I'll call for the vote to enter negotiations with the county so that we know what we're dealing with. We can have another meeting then, once we know what the information that we have, which we don't know right now. All those in favor of the motion say aye. Aye. Motion opposed?
No.
No.
The motion carries. We will have another meeting at the time we learn what the conditions of dissolution might be. No, we're not. No, we are not.
It says application for dissolution on your agenda.
We have,
Not that I vote for anything that isn't on the agenda. You put it on the agenda. You won't allow community input concerning the item, but you went ahead and voted for
A whole
dissolution.
bunch of people talked today and stood with the position. A whole bunch
We-
of people said that you guys are still going against it.
And we had a whole lot more to say, but we're
And
not
we
gonna
recorded
talk until the
everything.
item comes up on the agenda. The item came up
Okay.
on the agenda, and you now said, no, we don't want community input. We want to vote our own personal
I
opinion.
want
Okay,
this
Steve.
board to vote, and I want them to negotiate.
Good for you.
It doesn't hurt anything.
okay,
Sit down.
Thank you.
You're out of order. You're out of order.
you're all out of order.
Sit down.
We're going to move the agenda along. Just so you all understand the action that was taken, it was to inform LAFCO that we intend to consider dissolution and want to negotiate the conditions so we can decide whether we want to or not. Is that clear enough?
I don't like
Is
the
that clear enough?
intent.
What?
I want the intent to be struck. We want to discuss what their terms are for dissolution.
That's right.
Intent to dissolve.
I think that's how we have to get it on the table, but we,
Tried to discuss with them before.
we're now on item 17, which is conference with legal counsel regarding anticipated litigation. 16